everyone. How's it going? I hope everyone is doing well. It is the first of the month, and I can't believe my eyes. Like, my face, my mind is having a really hard time adjusting to the fact that it is September 1st, and we're no longer in August. I feel like August was a incredibly slow month, and I'm just so glad that it's over with. I went to Paris and I had an absolute blast. It was so peaceful, so calming. It felt so spiritual too. And I filmed everything like in short form content on TikTok, and I saved them all in drafts. There's very few like photos and videos that I have on my phone memory. And when I came back, I learned that there was a fast everybody was doing for 3 days. I was very sick, and I still kind of am, so I didn't plan on fasting like from food, but I definitely wanted to fast from like social media. So I uninstalled TikTok as well as a few other apps, and naturally it deleted all my drafts. So I'm a little bit sad because, you know, going to Paris was a really big deal for me. I didn't get to travel a lot as a kid, and my parents, like my family is very like anti anything India, so we didn't go on like the cruises. We didn't get to go to Mexico or to like, the Caribbean or Hawaii, like things that other people do that you know, pretty normal for upper middle class families, and just we never did. And so now that I'm an adult, I'm like easing my way into a lifestyle that has like a lot of travel and going to like my favorite places ever. In case you didn't know, like I studied French for like 6 years basically, and I love learning languages. So in my free time, I will listen to YouTube, like content creators that speak in French. I started learning Chinese as well, like being able to read Chinese characters. And when I went to Paris, there were a lot of locals that spoke to me as if I already knew French, and it was a wonderful time. Like it's just a good practice for your brain to speak in new languages, to understand other people who speak other languages. I felt like I assimilated pretty well because I love walking, I love relaxing, I love good food, and Paris really taught me slow living, and I definitely want to talk about this. So here in America, it's very like go. Like I'm literally vlogging while I am in the car with you guys, you know what I mean? And I'm doing this on the way to go sit at a coffee shop and study. Whereas in France, like there's none of that. Like if you're walking, you're just walking. If you're sitting and eating, you're just sitting and eating. And eating culture, like eating habits, are so different in France as well. So for example, here waiters will kind of like seat you at your table, will give you the check when they see that you're like kind of finishing up your meal. In France, they will not dare put the bill on your table until you say you're ready for the check. So for example, you could be sitting at a cafe, just people watching, enjoying your meal, and just hanging out, and you could sit there for a total like 5 hours. That's unrealistic, but you could honestly sit there for 5 hours, and the waiter will not give you the check until you say that you're ready for it, and then the waiter comes to give you your check. They do this because like when you sit down to eat, you sit down to enjoy your meal, and however long that takes, whatever else you're doing as well is included. So if you want to read a book, if you want to listen to music, if you want to people watch, if you want to catch up with your colleague or family, friend, relative, it doesn't matter. Like you can sit there and chill and do it for as long as you want. Another thing that I really liked about Paris is that everyone dresses up. So I went during a time when like a lot of locals weren't there, so it was kind of hard to see like who was really a local and who was a tourist. But from what I could see, in France, they really emphasize like natural beauty. So like even now, like my face has very minimal makeup on it. This is basically how much makeup they do back there. Living in America, we get forced a lot of like glam makeup, hyper perfect skin, hyper perfect brows, hyper perfect everything. And in France, They embrace their wrinkles. They embrace their blemishes. They embrace the things that make them look a little bit different than other people that don't necessarily fit the beauty standard. And on top of that, they dress up. Like, they will wear very nice shirts, pants, skirts, socks, dresses, jewelry, whatever, and nobody fits in. So like here in America, like especially in San Jose, like it's all about like leggings, dressing for comfort, Alo, Lululemon, wearing like Aritzia, very stylish basics that make you fit in with every other girl. And on top of that, if you do wear something a little bit out of the ordinary, for example, polka dots, or like those shirts with only like one button here and are completely open elsewhere, like it's all still part of a trend. And in France, from what I noticed, not a single person follows a trend. They dress exemptional. How do I say this? They dress like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they dress their best every day. They dress like they're going to meet a very classy person and have a nice job interview. They will wear their best clothes. They will wear clothes that fit their body type. So in France, like, there are curvy people, short people, tall people, skinny people, boyish people, very womanly people. It doesn't matter what your body type is or where your belly rolls are. It doesn't matter. Like, people will still dress so amazing. It's exemplary. That's the word. They will dress very exemplary. And I think that's something that I want to continue to bring back. Like, that's something that I want to bring back from France and continue to do here. I want to be able to dress for my body type and try not to fit into trends as much as possible. We're obviously force-fed a lot of like cookie cutter outfits. Like Alo, every time they drop something new, it's just the same exact thing in a different color. The same with like Skims, and I don't know, it's just very like pre-packaged and weird. And I think only a certain group of women look good in like clothes that are being pushed out by a lot of brands these days. That's nothing new, but in France that's very much not like that. They embrace dressing for seasons, embracing like different fabrics, and I don't know, I love that so much. So that's a mini rant. And I did not buy a Prada bag in Paris. Instead, I bought 2 Longchamp bags, which I love. They're definitely, I actually have it right here. Oh, it turned green, but I have a Longchamp right here. This is my Longchamp bag, and I love her very much. Part of me wishes I bought a shoulder bag. It's only like $10 more, but I didn't end up buying one because I like the fact that it's like a mini bag, like I can almost hold in my hand. On top of that bag, I did buy a little mini pouch, like a pochette. I love it. I love the Le Pliage thing. At first, I was against it because I thought it was just like a nylon bag. Like, why would I want that? But looking at the colorways and just seeing how it's like the perfect bag for fall, I personally wanted to buy it. I bought this bag over here in this mocha color because it has the silver hardware. The inside is like a beautiful, not beautiful, it's like gray, but it's beautiful because it's super duper easy to clean. I don't have that with a bunch of my other bags. On top of that, it holds everything that I need to hold. I can even put in like a water bottle or like a little sandwich. I personally hate putting food in my bags because the smell always permeates, and that sucks. Also, I think I missed my exit a long time ago, but what can you do, right? And basically, I bought a little reddish maroon Le Pliage. And I think it's gonna be like the perfect little cute bag. I bought this bag. I bought this bag because I wanted to just buy myself a bag to like commemorate my Paris trip. Whenever I take an international vacation, I always buy like one really big item to like commemorate the trip, because I'll have the item for the rest of my life, you know. And every time I look at the item, first of all, it's a high quality item, it'll last me my entire life. Second, I'll remember, oh, this is like the item that I got from this country, this vacation, this is what I was wearing on that day, I had such a good time. I always end up like solo traveling on my vacations, and it's just like a really good way to like kind of just like give myself a trophy for that achievement. Now, because I started my MBA program, I wanted to like give myself a little bag for that, and I wanted to buy myself a little gift for finishing my first term. So there's that. That's why I got the mini one. I don't have that with me today. On top of that, I do have some footage that I filmed on my iPhone, so I will be putting together a vlog for you guys. Very, very excited for that. I'm not too big into editing, because I just feel like I don't know, it's just not one of my passions. But I do love showing people my life and the things I've seen. So please like and subscribe so that you get notified when I put that video out. I don't know when I'll put it out. And yeah, right now my hair is like blonde. I'm gonna dye it to like a darker brown color. Right now it looks really ratty. I don't know what to tell you guys. It was not like this today morning. But yeah, like my hair journey has been going really well. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but like my roots are huge. My roots are like 6 inches big. And that's because I've used a lot of red honey hair oil, which helps me and my genetics more than rosemary hair oil. And it's just, my hair has been growing out like crazy. And on top of that, it's super soft, super luxurious. I'm in love with my hair, and I have no complaints for the first time about my hair. Like, I finally got to the point where I realized like growing my hair should be as easy as cutting my hair, and I finally have that now, so I'm very excited with that as well. When it comes to skin, I got a lot of new skincare in France. So when I was sick, I went to like the pharmacy, and when you go to the pharmacy, there's a lot of beauty of Joseon, I think that's how you pronounce it, and also Caudalie, I think that's how you pronounce that as well. I have never used these two brands. Actually, that's a lie. I've used Caudalie before, and I just couldn't keep it because it was too expensive for my needs. But this whole time, basically, I thought I was a dry skin girly, and so I was using all kinds of skincare to like put moisturizer in my skin, and you know, none of that worked. Like, I would just keep ending up with more acne. I'm just like, what am I doing wrong? And because I'd be like double cleansing to the gods, like I'd be doing everything. But then the pharmacist told me, oh my god, no, like you have oily skin that's dehydrated. And I'm like, that makes so much sense. Like, that actually makes so much sense. My skin produces a lot of sebum naturally, so that's why I get like the little grains all over my face. So no matter how much I double cleanse, I always end up with clogged pores. On top of that, my skin is very dehydrated because my skin, my genetics are built for my climate back in Asia, where it's very hot, very humid. When I go to places like Chennai, or even here in the United States, if I go to like San Diego or something, my skin clears up and it is beautiful. It is so magical. My hair is perfect. My skin is perfect. And it's just, sorry, I got distracted because there's a Waymo in front of me, and I don't like these Waymo vehicles. I don't know. I don't like a lot of things that are from San Francisco. Anyways, so yeah, like everything is just so much better when I go to a humid climate. And so when I'm here, my skin and my hair loses that moisture that is naturally like pushed back into my skin because of the weather. So I'm very excited to try the new products that I bought. She definitely set me up with like a whole like 5-step routine. So let me know if you guys want to see like my whole 5-step routine. Like, I'd be happy to show it. Up until now, you guys have seen like my 3-step routine so far, using products that are more for like a different texture of skin, and it doesn't include everything that I feel like it's meant to include. I got everything at like a 20% discount in France because they jack up the prices here in America because it's a French brand. So I'm very excited to get my money's worth as well. You guys are gonna laugh at me, but basically, because of the whole VAT refund thing, I left all of my skincare in my carry-on luggage. And so when I got to security, they were like, oh my god, you cannot have 400 milliliters worth of liquids in your bag. Like, we gotta throw them out. And I'm like, I just started crying. I had such a long day. Like, there was a lot going on in my personal life at that point. So burst out into tears. They let me go all the way back downstairs and check in that bag so that I can keep my skincare and not throw it out. And it cost me $160 US. Don't fly French Bee if you want to check in more than one bag. That's all I can tell you. But overall, my whole round trip before that was just $1,070. This is with like priority boarding and everything added on as well. So like, you could imagine like my round trip without any of the add-ons with French Bee was literally like $900 something, which is super amazing for an international trip. So I'm trying not to make myself feel bad about having to check in a bag for $160 purely because of my own stupidity. Like, I literally felt so stupid. And there's no one else to blame for that, honestly. I don't know how they would even let me on with like that much liquid on a plane. But yeah, I'm on the stop vlogging. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I always love you guys, and I gotta blow you guys with a kiss. That sounded so weird. I'm gonna blow a kiss and end the call.